Imagine everything you've ever been told about the speed of light, that sacred number, 299,792,458 meters per second, the ultimate cosmic speed limit, might actually be wrong. Because what if light isn't constant? What if everything we've built our understanding of space, time, and reality upon is based on a cosmic illusion? You've been told that nothing can travel faster than light. But what if that's not a law? Just a limitation of what we can measure? Tonight, we're breaking open one of science's most sacred truths, the possibility that the speed of light is not fixed, not universal, and maybe not even fundamental. Let's start with this. Einstein's theory of relativity rests entirely on the idea that the speed of light is constant, no matter where you are, or how fast you're moving. Time slows down, space stretches, and all of physics behaves consistently only because light always travels at that unchanging speed. But for more than a century, scientists have quietly questioned it. Because the deeper we look, the more cracks begin to appear. Think about it, light doesn't always act the same. In a vacuum, sure, it moves at that famous number. But in different media, air, glass, water, or plasma, it changes. It bends, slows, refracts. So is the speed of light truly a universal constant, or just a constant under specific, human-defined conditions? Some physicists propose something radical, that even in the vacuum of space, the speed of light could vary depending on energy, wavelength, or the structure of space-time itself. This isn't speculation from sci-fi dreamers. This comes from the heart of quantum physics, where nothing behaves the way our classical minds expect. Let's rewind time, 1905. Einstein publishes his special relativity paper, defining that c, the speed of light, is the foundation of all motion and time. From that single assumption, we built GPS, atomic clocks, and the equations that sent probes across the solar system. But what if we misunderstood the deeper truth? What if Einstein's constant was actually an average? See, quantum field theory describes space not as empty, but as a restless ocean of virtual particles blinking in and out of existence, what we call the quantum vacuum. When light passes through this seething sea, it interacts, ever so slightly, with these virtual particles. Some theories predict that the speed of light could subtly shift depending on the energy density or magnetic fields in this vacuum. That means, across the universe, in regions with different cosmic densities, light may not always travel at the exact same speed. And there's evidence hinting at this. Astronomers have studied gamma-ray bursts, colossal explosions from distant galaxies, releasing unimaginable energy. Some high-energy photons from these bursts have arrived at Earth slightly later than expected, even though they all left their origin at the same moment. The difference? Just milliseconds, but over billions of light-years. That's enough to suggest that maybe, just maybe, higher-energy light doesn't move at exactly the same speed as lower-energy light. If that's true, then the universe is whispering something profound, that the speed of light is not a cosmic constant, it's a cosmic variable. Let's go deeper. In the 1990s, two physicists, João Magalhães and Andreas Albert, proposed a bold alternative to the Big Bang's inflation theory. They suggested that, in the earliest moments of the universe, light may have traveled much faster than it does today. That sudden burst of superluminal speed could explain why the universe looks so smooth and uniform, solving puzzles that inflation struggles with. Their theory, called varying speed of light (VSL), shook the scientific world. Some called it heresy. Others called it genius. Because if the speed of light has changed over cosmic time, then every measurement we've ever made, from the age of the universe to the distances of galaxies, might need to be recalculated. Now imagine what that means. If c isn't constant, then E equals mc squared, one of the most famous equations in human history, might not hold universally. The link between energy, mass, and light could shift depending on the environment. The very laws of physics might evolve. There's another twist: experiments with entangled particles, where two particles share a connection faster than light can travel, challenge the very core of this limit. Quantum entanglement seems to transmit information instantaneously, regardless of distance. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But modern experiments have confirmed it's real. If information can leap faster than light, even without transferring energy, then the speed of light limit is no longer the ultimate speed barrier of the universe. So what's going on here? Maybe our understanding of speed itself is incomplete. Because light is not just a wave, it's a quantum entity, a particle that doesn't simply move through space, it defines space. When light travels, it carves out the geometry of reality itself. But what if space, that fabric, isn't smooth? What if it's granular, made of tiny quantum grains of existence smaller than any atom. In such a quantized space-time, light could stutter or flicker slightly as it moves, like a digital signal losing resolution over distance. If that's true, its average speed could fluctuate depending on the scale or density of the universe. Some scientists think that's exactly what's happening, that at the smallest scales, the structure of space bends and stretches in ways that cause variations in light's velocity. We've already measured small anomalies in the speed of light in highly controlled labs. In 2015, scientists at the University of Glasgow reported that photons with different shapes, different spatial structures, actually traveled at slightly different speeds, even through vacuum-like conditions. Not by much, just a fraction of a percent, but enough to raise eyebrows across the physics community. So let's ask the forbidden question. What if the speed of light isn't constant, not because our math is wrong, but because the universe itself isn't constant? Imagine light traveling across billions of years, through expanding space, twisting gravitational fields, quantum foam, and dark energy. Is it really logical to think its speed stays perfectly identical the entire way? Or are we clinging to a simplification, a useful illusion, because we need constants to make sense of chaos? Because maybe light doesn't move through the universe. Maybe light is the universe, the rhythm that holds everything together. And like all rhythms, it can shift, it can fluctuate, it can evolve. If tomorrow, we discovered that the speed of light has drifted by even a tiny fraction of a percent, physics as we know it would crumble. Every textbook, every equation, every model of cosmology would need to be rewritten. The foundation of relativity, time dilation, length contraction, even causality itself, would all become flexible. But maybe that's not the end of physics, maybe it's the beginning of a deeper one. Because if light's speed can vary, it means the universe is far more dynamic, more alive, than we imagined. It means constants might be temporary, cosmic snapshots, not eternal truths. But as we stand here, under the vast canvas of the universe, looking at the stars that have traveled for billions of years to reach our eyes, we must ask ourselves a question that challenges everything humanity has believed since the dawn of science. What if the very light we see, the very messenger of the cosmos, has been deceiving us? For centuries, light has been our measure of truth. It's how we determine distance, time, and the size of the universe itself. We call it speed constant, as though it were divine, unchanging, eternal, absolute. But maybe that's the real illusion. Because every time we think we've reached the edge of understanding, the universe pulls back the curtain just a little more, and shows us that what we thought was fixed is flowing. The speed of light might not be a number written into the fabric of existence, it might be a moving target, an echo of deeper laws we have yet to uncover. And maybe Einstein didn't get it wrong, maybe he just revealed the first chapter of a far bigger story. A story where light is not just a speed, but a living process. Think about it, the stars you see tonight, their light began its journey long before you were born. Some of that light left its home when Earth was nothing but molten stone. Some of it has crossed the cold void through invisible seas of dark matter, through bending space-time, through gravitational wells, through quantum storms we cannot yet name. Do we really think that this light, this ancient traveler, never changed, never slowed, never shifted, never whispered to the universe around it? We use light to measure the universe, but maybe the universe is using light to hide its secrets. Perhaps the speed of light is not a universal constant, but a reflection of the state of reality at any given moment. Maybe when the universe was young and dense, light was faster. Maybe as space expanded and thinned, light slowed, adapting to the changing energy of existence. If that's true, then every photon carries not just energy, but history, the changing rhythm of cosmic evolution itself. And then the question deepens. If light can change, what else can? Mass? Gravity? Time? Maybe everything we call fundamental is just temporary, shaped by the era, the density, the temperature, the heartbeat of the cosmos itself. Physicists have long searched for a theory of everything. But maybe the truth is simpler and stranger than we imagine. There is no constant everything. There is only change. Everything, from light, to time, to you, is part of an evolving dance of energy that never stands still. Because we are the universe, trying to see itself. We are the consciousness through which light becomes meaning. And when we finally learn that the speed of light isn't wrong, it's alive, we'll see that every photon, every flicker, every glimmer in the sky is whispering the same truth. That the universe is not a static equation. It's a living poem. And the greatest constant it ever wrote, was change. So look again at the night sky. The stars you see are not just light years away, they are ages apart. They're memories, frozen in time, traveling toward you. But by the time they reach your eyes, they've already changed, and so have you. The universe and light are in a constant conversation, and tonight, you are part of it. Every breath, every heartbeat, every thought is a vibration of that same cosmic rhythm. And in that rhythm, light is not just motion. It's meaning. So remember this. The speed of light might not be the fastest thing in existence. It might not even be constant. But it is the one thing that connects everything, from the beginning of time to this very moment. Because light is not the truth. Light is the journey to truth. And that journey is far from over.